Okay guys, so this is a 2018 Jeep Wrangler JK, and we are having a leak on our engine coolant. As you can see, engine coolant only right there. In this little video we're gonna take this little bad boy out, and you can see it's connected all through there into your whatever you want to call that thing. That's where the coolant actually goes in to your system. Alright, let's get her started. All you're really going to need is a Phillips head screwdriver like that. And want to take it, make it down. I don't know if you can see that. You just fit it in right there. Can't really see that. Get it better angle. There we go. See that little bad boy right there? There's a little slot in there just for a Phillips head screwdriver. I think you can see. I'm just gonna pop it. And that didn't quite get it. Give her another go. That on camera, but it's kind of difficult. Anyway, I'm gonna pop that little bad boy off and then continue. Finally got that Christmas tree off of there, and the engagement point that it was attached to the coolant reservoir that attached to the Christmas tree popped off too, so we won't be needing that piece anymore. You see the little engagement points there that the hose pops into? You just take that off, make it loose, and then now this point all you gotta do is just pop that off of there. See, no big deal. And then now this part, you're gonna want to take her and of course it's filled with fluid. Try not to burn your hand, you know. I'm just gonna try and get it out of there. I'm just gonna get that out of there. It's real quick. I can't really hold the camera and do this at the same time. Okay, as you can see there, it hooks in to the you know, wherever it holds it inside the engine. It just basically drops down in there. No big deal, but yeah, you can definitely see it's leaking. It's still leaking while it's in my hand, so I'm gonna empty this out and put some epoxy on that, see if we can fix it. I took it out, and I'm just gonna use it. This is just a little soap and water, you know. I'm gonna figure out where it's leaking. I'm just gonna blow a little air into it once I put some soapy water and stuff on this portion. So now, if you're gonna do this method, there's a little hole right here you gotta put your finger on, okay, or else all the air is gonna go out that way. Oh yeah, you see that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's our hole right there. So we found out actually that the crack is not on the seam. It's right here. It's actually right here, which is good. That'll be a little bit easier to get to once we repair it. So we have a piece of sandpaper here. It's pretty rough, about a 60 grit. We're just gonna scuff up that area. I'm mixing up a 2-part epoxy and adding a little bit of blue pigment to it, just so that I can see it on the reservoir. And here I'm just adding it on the reservoir. Alright, so this is the epoxy has cured as much as we need it to, really. It's still a little bit tacky, but that will eventually dry off. So we're going to do a little leak test. So let's go over here. This is some engine coolant. I'm checking to see if it's going to leak. After it's wiped off, I can see that there are no leaks. Alright, so there are 2 engagement points, and they're on this side you got one here, you got one here, and those just slide down and lock in. Okay, the tricky part is lining everything up. And that's pretty much it. Make sure everything's lined up, and yeah, that's really it. The only other thing that was on here that broke off a while ago was there's a little plastic Christmas tree push pin that was right there, but it doesn't even affect it really. So now we're gonna line it up, line it back up. All right, so we got the hose that comes out right here. You got 2 points that it needs to hook back into. You just take it, pop them back in, no problem. It's a rubber hose, so you got a lot of pliability. Pop that back in, and then this just goes on right here. Just like that.